I don't think you ever expected to see this car exist. Yet here it is, the Formula Wonk LRS-1. Powered by a 300 horsepower V8 motor, the Formula Wonk is the most advanced time attack car. It only weighs a tiny 194 kilograms. Apparently, it requires a government-mandated fishing license to drive, and it's very prone to wheeling. That's where the aero comes in. If you can't see it, go find an eye doctor. Without further ado, let's start the lap. Bring up the power, go into first, short shift to second, and to third, because otherwise the car will flip. I absolutely guarantee you. It accelerates really quickly once it's in, I guess you could say, the right gear. Lift for this corner, all that downforce kicking in. Now, we're coming up on this straight, and you may be saying, use the DRS, just get some more top speed. Well, here's what the DRS does. It makes the car flip, and when a car is flipped, you cannot drive it. Just a fun fact. So don't turn on the DRS in this car ever, because it will flip, and that's it. That's the end of the run. Usually at this point in the track, I want to be at around 1 minute, but it's not even at a minute yet. It's just so quick. It's got so much downforce in the corners, and it's more fun to drive than a Formula 1 car. And I hear your shouts of anger. How can this be more fun than a Formula 1 car? Well, for a couple of reasons. One, it's extremely weird. It's got a lot of downforce, just like a Formula 1 car, but it's just such a weird car. Weird cars are cool cars. Almost all the time. For example, so that car is not a cool car, and it is weird. But with this one, you also have the sound. You have that naturally aspirated engine. You don't have any weird turbo hybrid noises. So it's a much more raw car to drive compared to a Formula 1 car. Here I have to slow down a lot because I can't lock up, and that is something that would have thrown me into the wall otherwise. And I don't want that to happen. I'm doing extremely well in terms of pace here. That corner, I usually try and do like 2 minutes. I get there within 2 minutes, and I got there in 2 minutes. So the pace is extremely good. When I accelerate out of corners, I like to keep it in second so that I'm not in the rev range, like second in the high rev range, so that I'm not somewhere where, it's gonna flip, because that's not something that will help my times out. If I do lock up the tires, it will ultimately fail, but that's not something that I did there. I didn't lock up the tires, I just ran wide because I didn't want to lock up the tires. I'll keep it in second here, but be very gentle on the throttle. No craziness. It can oversteer. Don't lock up. Turn in. Very good. Brake. And that was the last one. Now we're gonna see the top speed of it as we come up to the extra long straight. Put it up into fourth. We're going to go over this blind crest. Keep it left. And all the way down on the power. Up into fifth. DRS, I will not turn it on. I do not want to risk anything, even if it gives me a bit more. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, that's what happens. Nothing good. Put it into fourth. Brakes, third. Let's do second. And keep it going. Some of these corners it can take coasting without much brake. So I have to be a little more open to taking corners without braking and just letting it coast and slide through. We're just past the 4-minute mark, and this is very, very good pace compared to the other cars that I've driven so far along this track. This is a tighter corner. Put it into third. These people in this house, they've seen so many weird cars drive by here, and I kind of feel bad for them because they have to deal with all these strange vehicles and the sounds from them. Oh, that's a lockup. But did I flip? No, I didn't. That's gonna be some time lost. But the turning circle is absolutely amazing. Up into second, bit of a wheelie, and keep it going. Bit of a tight corner here, onto the brakes. Second, going wider than I would have wanted to. Keep it in second for this very tight corner. And back on the power, almost at the end. Down to third, running wide, once again, a bit of off-roading. Not this car's forte, but with that turning circle, it can navigate tight bends, like that one. And should be about a 540 final time, even with a few mistakes. Floor it all the way to the end, and it's going to be a 540.47. Not a bad lap. Not a bad lap at all. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you do so desire. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.